we could expect over $1 million for Bitcoin before 2030. This is also a very realistic price prediction. This is the best strategy because
Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. So today I have a very special guest with me, Andy from the YouTube channel Bitcoinsensus. Now Andy's not only a pro crypto trader, but he's also very active on YouTube, where he shares his Bitcoin and crypto analysis daily. So make sure you check out his channel, which of course will be linked down in the description below. So Andy, thanks so much for coming onto our channel, and thanks to Carl from the Moon. Shout out to him for connecting us. So before we get straight into the trending questions for today, for those who don't know you yet, can you share a little bit of your background, how you got into trading, into crypto, and why?
Hello, Uma. Thank you very much for having me on the channel. And yes, as you said, well, I started in 2017 as trading the traditional stock markets. I am from Spain, and I like trading the German stock market. I think it's a very good market to start off with. And I started in cryptocurrency in 2018, just when the bear market was starting. So, and then I got all this information, started getting some books, following some other YouTubers, and I got into the entire bear market. So I started off trading cryptocurrencies because it was more volatile. I like the volatility as a trader. So yeah, and then I've been stocking up some Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is my entry on cryptocurrencies. I started in 2017 just with the traditional stock markets, and since 2018 I've been doing cryptocurrency trading for 3 years now. So yeah, that's my experience with the crypto.
That's amazing. Awesome to hear your journey. As you know, I got in also quite early, heard about it, but I think it's always about, what really got you hooked. And 2018 was a great time for you to then get into the market. And yeah, you've been very active ever since. Once you get into the market, it really pulls you in, and you can't, you can't really get out of it, I would say. Now, right now, when we look at the market, Bitcoin is trading at around between 55 and 60K. It's broken that already, and you see Ethereum crushing it as well. It's now trading above $2,000, so which I still think is highly undervalued. But I mean, right now, I think the main question a lot of people have is, where do we go from here? Is this price momentum going to continue for both Bitcoin and Ethereum? Are we going to continue being in a bull run, or for how long? Do you see that phase right now?
Well, in my opinion, I like to see on-chain data also, where you see actually the cryptocurrencies getting pulled out from the exchanges, and you can actually see this data because it's an open blockchain, and you can see all the transactions there. It is pretty transparent. So you can see all these major exchanges like Binance and Coinbase, Kraken, all these big exchanges, and you can see that they are running out of Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can see the data actually pulling out the cryptocurrencies, so they do not have the supply to sell to the demand that is increasing. So, and we haven't seen also a big blow off top. Usually in markets, especially upcoming markets like the cryptocurrency space, so you can see these huge hype cycles. When you like the dot-com bubble, when internet came out, right? You can see this huge hype, and then suddenly the prices just go through the roof, and nobody was expecting it. So I do believe that we still have a few months left, and potentially a year or two. We just need to know the sentiment of the market. One thing that I do know is that there is less supply on the exchanges. So this is, this price impact is going to happen in the next few months for sure. And it's, who knows, with all this institutional demand, we can see the price just going. The people are expecting 100,000, 200,000, but we don't really know, because it all depends on how much people are going to come into the market in the next coming months. So very exciting times. But if you want to know my price prediction, Sorry.
Yes, no, I do want to know your price prediction, but yeah, just quickly, I 100% agree with everything you've
Yeah.
just said right now. It's so
Mm.
crucial to understand this, like the supply and demand, like this is what drives a market. And also this time around, it's quite different from, 2017, where you had that, the whole bull run, which was sort of like a bubble, but you didn't have those institutions that are coming in right now, like from,
Exactly.
MicroStrategy, from Michael
Yeah.
Saylor, to like Elon Musk now getting into crypto, like that created, of course, a buzz, but it also got more and more corporations, institutions thinking about what are we missing out on? Like we need to get in. And so it sort of started this whole domino effect, I would say. So
Yeah.
yeah, please tell me, what is your price prediction? And again, what do you think? How long is it going to take until we really reach like mass adoption with this?
Yeah, well, I think, realistic price prediction would be in between the 150,000 and $250,000 for Bitcoin, obviously, and for Ethereum in between 5,000 and 10,000. I have to have a big margin because, who knows, we might even hit 20,000 in the next year for Ethereum, but you just need, realistically, these are the price targets that I'm looking for, because Ethereum is already on $2,000. So $5,000 is just over a 2x from here. And the same with Bitcoin, $200,000 is just a 4x from here. So it's more or less around about that range. So all depending on, how much the institutions are going to pile in now in this time frame, because it is kind of just starting, even though it's been happening for several months now. 2 years is like still starting for this, a lot of institutions need to come in. So price prediction, is Bitcoin 150, 250, realistic price prediction. Obviously we could go much higher than that, all depending on the hype that there's going to be in the next coming months.
Yes, so you heard it. You're definitely not late to join the party. So get on board. And for people that just want to get in, is it the right thing to dollar cost average into the market? So just buy bits and pieces every day or a week or so, or do you think they should just get in right now all at the same time and just distribute and have a portfolio?
I mean, dollar cost average is one of the best strategies you can do with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum that are here for the mid long term. And I've been doing it since I started in 2018. So I managed to get that bottom and just piling, putting every single month some of my dollars into Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is the best strategy, because if you're here for long term, I'm saying price prediction of 150, 250,000 by this cycle, which might end by the end of this year or next year, nobody knows. But for the long term, Bitcoin, there's going to be less supply in the near future. So we could expect over $1 million for Bitcoin before 2030. This is also a very realistic price prediction.
Yeah, and I
So
mean, you're not the only one talking about this. We hear like Da Vinci Day 15 with Crypto,
yeah,
like they're all super bullish, of course, on Bitcoin, and
yeah,
you hear those crazy numbers, but that are, if when you hear those people that actually do the analysis,
yeah.
they look at the market every day. It's not just some crazy numbers they're throwing around. This is
It's not
based on
anymore.
facts and
Yeah,
math, right? Yeah. So I think this is
exactly.
important to mention. And now I see that you're, of course, very bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum. But are there any altcoins, like if you could pick, like, let's say, I don't know, one, two, three altcoins that you would go in right now? Which ones would they be and why?
Well, I'm really into Chainlink because of the Oracle solution, connecting real world data into the blockchain, and this is, I think, is really, really important. We'll be connecting cryptocurrencies with real world data, automating all of this. So apps and Chainlink is partnering with, dozens and dozens of companies. So I do think that this is going to have a role in the next few years also. And another altcoin is, which I think is great, is Theta Network. They are trying to revolutionize the streaming on live streaming, so making better quality, also decentralized, so nobody has control of the platform, as in for censorship and rest of it. And also the better quality of stream that they're going to bring out. Also, they're going to have they've got their tokens, so you can actually tip on streamers. You can actually pay on streamers that you think they have value, so you can actually pay them as for their content. So that's a really good project that I really like as well, Theta Network.
Yeah, awesome. Everybody go check that out. As you know, I'm very passionate about decentralized platforms that just try to bring an alternative to the space. And so, of course, with Appics, we're trying to do that as well. But there's room, for all kinds of medias as there are right now in the world, and we're using every day. So that's an interesting project. I agree. So yeah, thanks so much for sharing that. So I have one last question for you and for the audience, to help them, because most of the time people that watch our videos, they want to get started and sometimes don't really know how to really get the best resources and tools and start to learn and learn more about the space, just because it's so overwhelming and there's so many things you hear about. And so what would you say would be good resources or platforms to start with?
Well, to
If you
learn
want to
about,
start, if you want to learn about trading,
yeah,
investing,
obviously,
those things.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I bought dozens of books, on the internet of, basic technical analysis, and just practice by looking at different charts. But a good place would be the Bitcoinsensus website. We've got an incredible team. I usually post daily videos on technical analysis on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And on the website, we have good tutorials and reviews on how to detect patterns, how to use a platform, and basic technical analysis, where you can just go through and practice on the charts to try and detect those different patterns and movements from the chart. So the Bitcoinsensus website, we've got an incredible team that are updating technical analysis, and it's a great place to learn there. So I would suggest there, absolutely.
Okay, so you've heard Andy. Go do that. Check out his channel, Bitcoinsensus. Thank you so much for being on the Appics channel today. Also, when you go over to the Bitcoinsensus channel, make sure you subscribe and also check out the interview that we did where he interviewed actually me on his channel. So yeah, also comment down below who else you would like to see me interview in one of our next episodes. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Thanks so much.